just before we get into this episode of the podcast with Sugar Rush, I just want to let you all know that we dive into some pretty triggering topics like suicide and mental illness. If you guys can't handle that, I would recommend skipping this episode. But thank you all again for the love and support, and I hope you enjoy the podcast. Teehee. I love you all. Mama.
Hello everybody.
Okay.
Hope everyone's having a good day.
Gotcha. Yep, okay, it looks good. Looks good on my end. They're saying everything's good. Okay. Chat, I'm closing you because I'm scared. I'm scared of them. They scare me. But yeah, how are you doing today? Let's get into it.
Good.
It's good. It's
I haven't
good.
really done much today, but it's been good.
Me too. Do you want to give yourself a little introduction before we really get into it?
Yeah, so my name is SugarRushTTV. People usually call me SugarRush or DJ. I use they, she, and it. I'm a variety streamer. I have 2 cats that I absolutely love. And I am a voice actor. That's a fun fact about me.
Really? I didn't know that. Wait. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you talk about any projects you've been in or?
I'm currently like in one. There's this like Minecraft SMT where it's like kind of scripted, and I'm one of the voice actors for it.
Oh, let's go. That's so pog. Wait, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your cats' names as well? I'm so curious. I should have asked.
So mine, her name is Aloy. I named her after the main character from Horizon Zero Dawn, and then my roommate's cat is named Ducky, like Rubber Ducky.
Aw, Rubber Ducky. I love that. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about yesterday at all on the Gamers Feud show?
We can if you want.
I kind of do a little bit. I want to know your experience on it so I can give mine a little bit.
I mean, so leading up to it, I do know the host Napo. So for the longest time, he's been like, "Oh, no one's signing up," I'm trying to invite your friends, but they're all busy. So I've been nervous for the past like 3 weeks that like no one's gonna show up, and I was really scared.
Wait, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I'm a VTuber. I don't really show. I mean, I face revealed last year in May, but I still don't do a lot with my IRL face outside of like TikTok and the occasional like selfie I post. It's really like exhausting for me to physically be on camera. So I was a little nervous. I was like, oh my god, everyone knows me as the purple-haired chick with no eyes. But apparently I had the most people sign up for this entire season.
He lied to you.
He lied to me?
Yeah, well, I just saying, he lied to you. Most people showed up on it. It sounds like a little bit.
Yeah.
He lied a little bit. He tricked you.
Yeah. He wanted to keep me nervous for the whole thing. But yeah, apparently I had the most people sign up this season, which was a big shock to me. I'm thinking it's because I do have quite a lot of friends. I used to be staff for Gamers Feud.
Yes, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, I left a little bit ago because I'd gotten really busy with moving, and there's some personal projects that I want to start where I just like did not have time
for everything.
For everything.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, when you had texted, you were texting in Fighter Chat, I think, like talking about the show, and I was like, "Do you want me to sign up? I can sign up." So that's
I was really holding on to that thread of like, I got Candy to sign up. If nothing else, it's just me and Candy in a room for an hour and a half just talking, and that's fine.
Yeah. I signed up and I was like the second time when they did the like show call post again, I texted you like, should I sign up again? Because at that time I didn't see that they had already selected me and I didn't see it, so I had signed up again and I was like, okay, I'm in. Like, and it's like, oh, don't tell like the Bachelor X you're in and whatnot. And I was like, okay, I have to keep this a secret. I have to keep it on the down low. I can't let Sugar know, even though I think you already probably knew.
That so that's something that like all the like for all the feeder films that we've done, the Bachelorette like never knows until the day of. So I was like, oh, maybe maybe he's just lying, maybe he's lying. But he originally was like, I was like, he was like, no, no one signed up. I was like, oh, but no, like I know people signed up. He's like, yeah, well they're your friends, and that's an unfair advantage. So I was like getting nervous. I was like, oh my god, maybe there really is no one coming. Like maybe he didn't let any of my friends come in. I know a lot of people in this community.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I remember like getting into the I was so nervous like getting into like the tech setup and then getting on it. I was so unbearably anxious. I'm not gonna lie, when I got eliminated, I was kind of glad because like I don't think I can do this. My anxiety with all of this stuff. I don't think I know I'm not gonna mess up anything, but I was so in my head for your show. Like I didn't want to mess anything up. I was like, okay, I got eliminated, it's fine. Don't have to worry
Yeah,
about it.
it's a lot. I think the only reason I wasn't nervous was because this is like my fifth or sixth show. So
Gotcha.
like at least for like the tech setup, I was like, okay, I know what to do. I know how to get into the room and all that stuff. I've
Yeah.
modded a lover host before. Or not a lover host. Oh my god,
Oh,
that's a different show. A feud
yeah.
flame.
I've been calling it that too. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah. But I modded one and I was in one. The first one this season. So like I already knew like
You knew the setup. You were there.
yeah. I knew the setup. I know that the challenges were something that they'd been trying out recently for the Feud
Yeah.
Flames. I had watched last month's in
Hmm.
like preparation of like, okay, like I need questions. Oh my god, I did not have questions. I wrote the
I
questions like the night before.
Yeah, me too. Well, they were like in the contestant like thing. They were like, "You all got any questions?" I thought, "Oh, you all got any questions for like them asking about the event?" And I was like, "No, I don't have any." And they were like, "Oh, you're supposed to have questions for Sugar Rush." And I was like, "What?" Like that makes
Yeah.
sense, but I didn't realize that. I probably said it somewhere too, and I just completely missed it. I was like, "Oh, I can make them." So I'll be honest, I didn't even get to ask you the question because of how quick I
Oh,
got eliminated. It's okay because they were all like they were all kind of just dumb questions. Like
it's
questions
okay.
just they're just filler questions because I had to write questions for this one. I was like, well, these are more like talking, like getting to know you with streaming and stuff. I kind of just want some like, like I remember the first one off the top of my head was, what is your favorite Pokemon?
Oh, well, I can answer that now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's more Pecco.
Morpeko. Oh my goodness. I forgot that one existed. That one's so hype. Wait.
I have a lot. I have like stuffed animals, and I have a custom 3D printed Pokeball that looks like more Pecco.
Really?
Hmm.
Wait. I love that. I have a bunch of Chat has heard so much about my Pokemon plush collection. I have like a pile of them all on the top of my desk, and I got like the big ones from Target. I've been collecting
Yeah.
them anytime I see them.
I want to get that Sleepy Pikachu because I saw one at Target. I
Oh
should go
yeah, I
back.
have him somewhere. He's in my closet right now because I had to clean off my bed, and then so all of them got shoved into the closet for the most part. That's where Sleepy Pikachu is.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. But yeah, leading up to that, I will say, uh, Napo came into my chat like after the fact, like after your show ended, being like, "Hey, it's fun having you." Like he was really nice, and he was like, "Yeah, I think for like VTubers next time having the like give them a head start so they have that picture time."
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm not mad at all that I got eliminated. I was kind of glad, but I was like, "Oh, this
Yeah.
kind of isn't exactly fair," but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna complain, you know? It's not.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. The one that I was on, I got eliminated like the second round, and
Yeah.
I was like, okay, good. Like, it was so nerve wracking.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I don't. He said that I'm welcome back to come on like a trivia show or something. I said, all right, I'll think about it, but I don't think I can do another like show like that again.
It is a
I was
lot.
so
Yeah.
nervous. I was like about to cry. Like, I'm not like not upset at anyone or anything, just because of my anxiety.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I've done pretty much every kind of event. I've gone on a couple trivia shows. I've been on this Feeder Flame. Um, I've gone to the Tournament of Championships that they have at the end of every season, and I've
Uh,
hosted at the award show they hold at the end.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
The only one I haven't been on is the talk show that they have like every other Wednesday.
Oh, I've seen that. I
Yeah.
looked into everything with it. I was like, I don't really know anything else about any of the stuff that they are talking about in the future. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah. But
yeah,
no, it's fun.
yeah. It seems like it's fun. I think next time if I was to do it, I'd probably be more prepared and not nearly as anxious if I was
Yeah.
to, because now I kind of know everything.
This is such like a weird like thing for me, but this is that was my first time being on camera with my like quote unquote new teeth.
Oh really?
Cause yeah, I had to get like massive dental surgery like right before I moved. I just moved from Texas to Alabama, and literally like the week before I had 4 dentist appointments. Um
Sheesh.
just because I have like really bad genes when it comes to teeth, but
Mhm.
I had to get
Me too.
veneers on my front teeth. So this is like the first time I've been like confident in my smile. So I think that's kind of why I wasn't anxious, because I was like, okay, well, if nothing else, I have a nice smile and it's straight.
Yeah, yeah. My teeth are fucked up. I was supposed to get braces and I never did, and I'm too scared to go back to my dentist. They scare my dentists are like I feel like they judge me, so I know I should go back. I need to set another appointment. I was gonna find another dentist and I never did. So now I need to go back and see if I can still get the braces or not, because I have like gremlin teeth at the bottom. Like I don't know
Yeah.
how to explain it. But yeah, yeah.
No, yeah, my brother kind of has what one could call gremlin teeth. He's got to go through. He has to go through a second round of braces.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine.
Um.
I know my one friend that got braces really enjoyed it, and I just can't. I already wear glasses. I feel like I'm gonna look like the stereotypical nerd, you know? Maybe I'm
Yeah,
probably
I
just
had
fine.
braces, but I'm so glad I never had rubber bands, because I feel like that would have sealed
Oh,
the
yeah.
deal.
Yeah. I gotcha. Anyway, your name's Sugar Rush. How did you come up with it?
So, part of it is from the video game from Wreck-It Ralph, which is literally called Sugar
Oh,
Rush. Don't tell Disney that though.
oh yeah. No, no, no.
um, but I've been baking since I was 3, and I've always had like a massive sweet tooth. Like I don't drink tea because even when I put like half a jar of honey, it's not sweet enough and it's just bitter for me.
Really?
Um, yeah. So like I love savory food, but I love sweets even more. And my old username, which was Coffee Buzzed TV, I used to drink coffee a lot, but then I developed an allergy to it. Um,
That's so sad. Wait, to
yeah.
coffee?
Yeah, I got sent home one day because my body like shut down because I drank coffee. I like got really delirious. It was wild.
That sounds wild. That
And yeah, we thought it was like a milk thing, but I've had it with oat, like I've literally had every form of coffee I can find. It just my body does not like it anymore.
oh, it's does it like it doesn't like decaf or it just doesn't like any kind of coffee?
Any kind of coffee.
Oh.
So, but people were always like, "Oh, what's your favorite coffee?" And it got really tiring of like
Oh, I
having to explain like, "Oh, I don't drink coffee anymore. I'm allergic, even though my name is still coffee." So, I also, not to get like super dark, super straight away, but I also was getting stalked online,
oh,
um, by an ex friend.
that's not
Um, it I won't go into why we fell out, but it was a pretty like big explosion, But he was very determined to like overcome me as a streamer in his words. So I found out that even though I like blocked him on everything, he was still looking up my username and copying video games I was playing and characters I would main, and it was just really creepy
oh my
and
God.
uncomfortable. So I changed my username
He was like hate
as like a
watching
fresh
you.
start. Yeah,
That's so weird. I hate that. I'm yeah. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Sucks.
yeah, but
But
it's okay because I'm hoping now he. I mean, I looked at his account; he hasn't streamed in over a year, so
yeah, he
I'm
gave
hoping
up.
that he, yeah, got over it and moved on.
I hope so too. I hope he's better now. I hope he's
Yeah.
learned.
Yeah, but sugar rush just gives me more of like an aesthetic to work with rather than coffee because everything was just like travel
Yeah.
cups and coffee mugs, and I was like, oh, that's kind of small. So at least with this, I have like an entire aisle in a grocery store to work with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. We kind of have similar names, candy, sugar.
Exactly, it was meant to be.
It was meant to be. If only I sent my pictures in faster. No, no. But yeah, so how long have you been streaming? It sounds like you've been streaming for a while.
Yes, so I started in January of 2021. Right,
2
is that right when COVID hit?
I think COVID hit like early 2020, I think. Like maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember. It's a
No,
blur.
you're right. Yeah, because I graduated 2019. Right.
Yeah.
So we were in like the height of lockdown. I had moved out of my apartment and back to my parents' house, and I really didn't have any friends in the town that I was living in, especially with lockdown happening. You really couldn't see anyone. So I picked up streaming because TikTok decided to show me a bunch of like, here's how to start videos. And then I hit affiliate in March of 2021.
Let's go. That's pretty quick to hit it. I know I don't remember when I like compared to like when I started when I got affiliate. It was a while though.
Yeah, I definitely like my parents definitely helped because every time I streamed, I would make them like leave it up on their screen
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like any friend I did have, I was super bit like into Twitter and stuff, so I would send all my online mutuals like, "Hey, here's my link. Can you
Yeah.
come watch it?" And like my old high school friends, like anyone I could like think of, I was like, "Okay, can you just leave this up? You can mute it. You don't have to
Yeah.
watch. Can you just leave it up?" And there's a streamer. Her name's Kat Liente, and her whole platform is like
Yep, yep.
helping small. Yeah, you know her. So I also posted that I was going live, and they're like literally every time.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I also got those TikTok the TikTok help like how to set up your stream and Cat Liente was a big one.
Yeah, most of like what I've learned aside from VTubing has been from her stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, she's great at explaining how to do like how to make emotes. If only I was good at drawing like that, like drawing like small. I only draw one type of way, and I cannot change it. I've tried, but it
Yeah,
just does not look good. So I was like, I'm just not gonna do my emotes. I'll get someone else to do that for me. But
yeah.
but yeah, so she's really good. If anyone like is looking for help or like trying to figure out how to set up that kind of stuff, TikTok will recommend. If you look it up once, TikTok will recommend everything to you.
I
And
didn't even look it
Caliente.
up.
Hmm.
It just knew. It just
It
appeared
just
one day.
appeared. It was like,
She just showed up, and I was like, oh, okay.
yeah. I think I had to search it up, or I searched up something, and then like because I remember I started in like October of 2021. I think that was when I got my laptop, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try this out. I was very nervous. I didn't do dailies because I was just on my laptop and whatnot. And so I got that set up, and then like after I started streaming, like once all of it got recommended to me, I was like, okay. And then
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah. So do you have like a end goal with stream, or do you have a goal with streaming, and then is there an end goal with it?
Um, I used to have like a really big like I used to want to be partner,
Hmm.
but especially with some of the recent changes that are being made to the platform,
Hmm.
um, I've kind of moved away from that. I just stream to like maybe meet people and to not talk to myself in my room all the time.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So still kind of the same reason why I started was to not have to just hang out by myself. And also just like I love connecting people. Like they're like I've met friends from streaming. I've friends have met other friends through streaming, and now they're we're all one big friend group, and it's nice to see that like it just started because I was messing around playing Valorant or something.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's kind of like my reasoning with certain stream, and like still what I want to do is just meeting people and being able to talk to people. I love we got like a big friend group kind of going on now. I feel like
Yeah.
with everyone, it's been fun. But
Like my room, like if I hadn't started streaming, I would have never started playing Valorant. And I met my roommate on Valorant 2 years ago.
really,
Yeah,
like,
my roommate Liv was my best friend in the whole world. Randomly met them in a Valorant lobby, and I was like, oh, they're kind of cool. I'll friend them. And now we live together, and we have cats together.
wait, that's so cute. It's a Valorant platonic love story. I know
It's
how else to
really
put it.
wild. Yeah, no, literally, it's really wild thinking about how like if I hadn't clicked, join game at that exact moment, I probably wouldn't be here, like in this specific spot.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like during the pandemic, I can think like there's so many people I met. Like now I'm like, oh, I want to meet them. Like we're gonna move in together. There's like a bunch of people. I'm like, oh yeah, we should like big house, big streamer house. We just have everyone all that we've all met. Like I just want to meet everyone in person now. It's been
Yeah.
it's been so exciting. I haven't had a chance to do that. But yeah, so you're you're a VTuber. Where did it come from? Like the inspiration for it.
Um. So originally, hold on. Sorry. So sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
My dad texted me.
Oh.
So originally, I just kind of had like way, 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 way back when I started. It was just like blonde VTuber. I originally wanted no eyes, but my mom told me that it creeped her out, so I gave myself gray eyes. Um, and originally it was just like a persona that I had of like just some skinny blonde girl that played video games. And then, I added like rabbit ears and I put myself in a maid outfit. And then I kind of realized that like the vibe that I had like given myself through my time of streaming is like kind of like an older sibling or a parent, and I realize I'm kind of like not in like to toot my own horn, but like almost a guardian angel to like some people that need kind of like a
Yeah.
place on the internet to go. So I decided to really kind of push into that and put the halo and the feather dress on and all that stuff,
Hmm.
and take the eyes back away.
Yeah. Mom's
And
disappointed about the eyes being taken away.
yeah, and I love hearts, so I made sure to give myself the little heart hair thing, and the heart sunglasses were something I put on early because I thought they were cute, and it's I've kept them on ever since.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, we have matching heart huggies. I love them.
Yeah,
Just another sign. Sorry, I gotta play it a little bit. But yeah, normally with this question, like, also ask like, do you plan on face revealing? Which you already did that. But how did you get
yeah.
into decide that you were going to do VTubing like specifically back then?
Originally when I started, I didn't ever have like I didn't want to show my face because I had already been watching some of like the big Minecraft streamers, and I had seen how weird people are with streamers that
Mm-hmm.
show their face, and especially anyone femme presenting. And I have gone through my life, being objectified or
Mm-hmm.
whatever because of things that I can't control. So I figured I can finally control, what people see of me, how people see me, and a TikTok from this VTuber Madia Pop showed up, and I was like, oh my god, that's not like her face, like that's an avatar. So I TikTok was like, you don't have to show your face. Here you go. Here's a video. And then I did a lot of research on YouTube of like how to make all this stuff and where to get stuff without getting a virus for free.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that was my big thing because we both use like VC Face. I think we probably both used Vroid. I would imagine to make
Yes.
it. Yeah, I'm looking for like free stuff, not getting viruses. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna. I found one specific site that like trustworthy, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, but yeah, Do you want to talk about what made you decide to go into face revealing or like showing your face?
Yeah, so um when I first started, I wanted to do something like special for Valentine's Day because it was like the first kind of holiday that had come up when since starting streaming. And I thought it'd be cool to do a face cam, but I was still really nervous about being on camera. So I put on a wig and sunglasses and a mask. And I played with my room half dark. I played a game, and that was just like a thing that I started doing was I would wear this blonde wig that I had and a mask, and I would wear my prescription sunglasses inside.
Oh my God, you had the
Um,
Rambo face cam streak
yeah.
going on.
And I did it for a while, and then it was starting to get really hard to see with the sunglasses, so I took that off. And I, did an eye reveal. And then eventually I did a baking stream, and I was sitting there without my wig, but with the mask still on, and I was like sweating already, and I realized like you would not be able to hear me. So it was more of a convenience thing of like I didn't want to have to shout.
That's fair.
That I decided like, it's an event anyway. I'll face reveal.
Let's go. Yeah, that's something I've been scared. I've always just think like for big events I would be willing to show my face. Like I even considered it for this for the gamers feud, but I was like, nah, I've already sent in my VTuber.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna do it. But like I don't know if I'd ever face reveal for and like keep it like I don't think it'd be a regular thing if I ever did it. I've spoken about it tons of times. But yeah, one of the biggest thing I feel like people are always like, "Oh, I need to have face cam on or face cam or something," but you really don't. I know Connor eats pants. Like he always just like he just streams his screen and like that's basically it. I mean, once in a while he'll bring up his face cam, but it's very rare. And same with Rambo. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
usually have face cam on, so you don't need that to. You don't even need to have a VTuber if you really don't want to. Like my first streams, I did not have a VTuber. I just had the game up.
Yeah, same. The first like month or two. Just because my computer couldn't handle anything, I only had the screen.
Yeah. Same with my laptop. Could not handle anything. Yeah. I remember even talking to one of my friends like about it and she was like, I didn't even know you were going to do VT because she knew I was streaming. She like I didn't know you were even going to do like a VTuber. Like I was like, yeah, I just kinda did it spur of the moment. It's like I needed something to have of myself to personify me.
Yeah.
But
I've
yeah.
started doing a lot more face cam stuff. I still get really tired. Like yesterday, I was on camera for 8 hours. I was
Was it
exhausted.
8 hours?
Yeah, for me it was.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah.
tech check-in at 1 for me, and then it ended like I left the call at like 8:30 at night.
Sheesh. I didn't realize your tech check was earlier. What all did they have you do for tech check before at one? Just making sure
Um,
it worked individually.
yeah. Well,
Gotcha.
it's 1 my time. It was 2 East Coast time.
Oh, that makes sense. Never mind.
Yeah, so I joined in at the same time as everyone. I got put into a
Yeah.
room, a Discord call by myself, and I just had to wait there.
Wait there awkwardly. You just got to
Yeah,
look at
really
everyone
nervous.
on the ninja screen and was like,
I
yeah.
couldn't even see them. They actually hid my view from everyone so
Really?
that
So
I
you didn't
wouldn't
see
get
them?
spoiled.
I didn't know they
Yep.
could do that.
I saw one person for like a split second. I saw Kadoma.
Oh.
Um, and then they disabled my view.
Yeah, because we could see you. I was like, oh, I wonder if she sees me. I wonder if
Yeah,
she,
I couldn't even see myself. So I set up a mirror
so you
on
could
my
see
desk
yourself.
so I could make sure that nothing went wrong or like my wig didn't slip or something.
Yeah, yeah. God, I didn't even know. I didn't know you could do that in Ninja. I'm so
Yeah.
inexperienced. I'm a boomer. I've used it. This is my third time using it. So, yeah. Oh, wow. So, tell us about your Twitch community, like the community you've gained off of Twitch and whatnot. What is something you'd like about your community?
I really enjoy like I have a lot of different, like I guess like demographics in my
Mm.
community. Like I have some viewers that are like my uncle's age in their 30s. Um, and they all hang around and they tell dad jokes. And then I do have some kiddos that
Mhm.
I've like kind of adopted basically. I actually, um, one of them texted me on Father's Day, Happy Father's Day. And
Oh,
they also texted me on Mother's Day.
that hits you.
Um,
You're both parents.
like you've seen it with career, like I call him my son
Oh yeah,
and
career.
all that. I've always had a habit of like taking, you know, people under my wing, and like even in high school when I was in choir and stuff, I would see like little freshmen and they
Yeah.
were all so scared of all the seniors. So I'd be like, it's okay, like you can come hang out with me, and I'll be like your older sister.
Oh, that's so nice. You're the mom friend, is what you're saying, basically.
Yeah, I am the
Yeah.
mom friend. I have a shirt that I made my senior year that says "Ask me about my theater kids" when I went to go see my high school's musical production.
Oh, nice.
Um, and someone actually like another mom came up to me and was like, "Oh, who's your kid?" And I was like, "Oh, no, oh,
So
I'm a
like,
senior here. It's just a joke."
you should have just said all of them, or called one specific kid out. I just hope
Well,
it was
one
not
of
her kid.
Well, one of my friends had come up to me and like introduced me to his mom during that, and he was like, "Mom, this is my other mom." I was like, "Don't call me that, man. Not to your actual mother. I'm 17 years old. That's gonna look really weird."
Yeah.
It's just like, "Oh, my son's what? Hi." I was like, "I'm so sorry, man. I
Yeah.
just make sure he doesn't get bullied."
Yeah. I had one of those. The one I was actually talking about with the VTuber, like they didn't know I was going to be a VTuber. That's actually my mom friend. Like she helped me through middle school and high school, and we're still close. Like anytime I'm having my breakdown, I go to her. I'm like, please. So yeah, that's really nice. And diversity is something that's always really nice in a Twitch community. I don't know if I really have that. I never ask. I'm always just like, hi guys, welcome in. Enjoy
Yeah.
you here. But yeah, what is like a weird stream interaction you've had in within the 2 years of streaming?
Oh, okay. So I've had bots before.
Hmm.
I got follow botted like a month and a half ago while playing, like streaming Fortnite with a friend of
Oh, I
mine.
think I remember seeing that on Twitter.
Yeah,
That
we
was
both
wild.
got follow botted. We gained 15,000 followers, and they were all bots.
Oh my gosh.
Luckily, I had that command route website ready. So after the stream, I mean, most of the stream was us joking about it and taking pictures and tweeting it, or like we have a friend who's a partnered streamer on Twitch, so we sent it to him. We were like, "We have more followers than you. Like, we'll always remember you. We'll support small streamers like you. It's okay." Um, but I did, yeah, I had to immediately remove them, and we still don't know like what happened.
Hmm.
We think that either because both of our names on Fortnite were our stream names,
Yeah,
so we think that maybe we, pissed someone off on Fortnite, or someone was going through the Fortnite tag on Twitch
and just
and
follow
found
botting.
my friend's stream, and then because I was tagged in his title, yeah, found my stream and just follow botted
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
Because it was like we noticed it was the same exact bot.
Oh yeah, I need to probably work on that. I feel because I see that SiriBot has a thing on that. I just need to add it to my Twitch. I just have not done it yet, and it's
Yeah.
so dangerous. SiriBot is good for it. I've seen it in action. Is that what you use Commander Root? Is that different than SiriBot or?
Commander is something you have to manually like click, but not click every name, but it's like it's not a bot that actively works. It's something you have to go and like activate.
Oh, okay, and then it automatically like deletes them from your.
Yeah, it has a database of like known bots or known bot name patterns.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you just click, remove all bots, and it'll go through your followers and remove every single one. And it knows to differentiate between like a real person versus a bot and stuff.
That's
It
cool.
just doesn't do it like live.
Yeah, you have to wait till after stream ends to probably use that. Because it probably goes
Yeah,
back into the stream stuff too and see, like, oh, when they followed you, I'd imagine.
yeah. It keeps like a log, so you can see like, oh, 10:15 this person followed. So I set it specifically between that time period
Yeah, gotcha,
and
gotcha.
had it remove everyone.
Yeah. So sad though. You lost 15,000 within a day.
I know my analytics are messed up because it counted those 15,000
Oh
as real
no.
followers.
Yeah. That's why I never look at the analytics page. The
Yeah.
only time I look at I'll check in on it once in a while, but the only time I really like look into it is like, or the only time I had really looked into it was when I was going like doing the affiliate grind. But other than that, I don't touch that page anymore. It makes me sad.
Yeah, I used to like obsess over like, okay, like which, this game got me this many views and this game got me this many. And I just learned to stop caring.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you start caring too much about the numbers, you just get like depressed. I've seen it
Yeah,
happen to people. But usually,
it's happened to me, yeah.
yeah. I've watched like there's some other streamers I'll watch, and I'll like they'll even be talking about on stream like the numbers don't matter, please, please. You're a good streamer. It's just it's Twitch may not be recommending you that much. I know Twitch doesn't send notifications out. Like it's not. It's not on you. It's the site usually, and plus it's like it's just a gamble. You know.
Yeah, that's like the first advice I give to people if they're like, "What should I do?" What advice do you have about streaming? It's like turn off viewer count when
Yeah.
you're streaming. Don't look at it. Don't think about it. It doesn't matter. Twitch sometimes doesn't even show the accurate viewer count,
Oh
so
yeah.
don't even worry about it.
Yeah, I notice when I do have it, like when I have the stream manager stuff on my OBS to see it, and then like looking like on the actual Twitch site, like there'll be two complete different numbers, and I'm like, okay, that's I don't really care anyway, but like at least some be accurate somehow, Twitch. Get yourself together.
Yeah.
But yeah, is there something you've learned about yourself since starting your streaming career? Like it can be about anything, like with establishing boundaries or just anything.
Yeah. I definitely learned how to like establish boundaries. I used to be, I mean, I still am kind of a pushover, but I used to be a huge pushover. We have had some people like in the Discord say really uncomfortable things like about me specifically.
Ew.
I've had several times I've had minors lie about their age to try and get close to me.
Really?
Yeah, because unless you're like the three minors that I've basically adopted, I don't interact with them,
Yeah, I try not to either.
especially not in DMs. Yeah,
Oh no. Yeah. That can
yeah,
get icky real fast.
yeah. Like I'll hang out, if someone wants to play a game, like I'll hang out in the Discord like server,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't think that because I used to be that minor online that would try and go and hang out with the adults. And even, though I have good intentions, I don't want them to think that like every adult will have good intentions.
Yeah.
Um, I also definitely learned that like, because I have really bad social anxiety.
Hmm.
Um, and I've learned that I like talking to people. I just don't like eye contact.
Gotcha.
So I also have a really hard time like properly emoting like with my facial features.
Yeah.
So having, an avatar to do that instead is like it takes a lot of pressure off and I'm able to talk to a large amount of people with no problem just because I don't have to look at anyone.
Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, a big thing I've always like I had to learn to establish boundaries, and I'm still bad at it. Like I always get the can I join like people like asking to join my games. I have to be like, I don't know you that well. Like I can't have everything. And then it's like also my friends will just ask in chat. And I'm like, yeah, you guys are fine because I know you guys. But then it's like, do chatters do chatters have the brain cells to know that? Sorry, chat, but
Yeah, that's why I put in my stream rules like please don't ask to join like
yeah,
um and I had some friends that would still ask and I'm like, "Hey, like if you want to ask just like DM me. Don't
yeah,
put it in chat because I don't want someone else to see that and think that that rule doesn't like matter anymore."
yeah. That's what I
Um
have my people do, and I just say, tell me to check DMs in chat. And that's for yeah.
Yeah, especially because like one of the people that would ask the most was one of my mods. So a mod telling me to check DMs doesn't raise it doesn't look weird.
Yeah.
Um, but I also like kind of planned who I'm gonna stream with beforehand now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll hit him up like an hour before. I'm like, hey, you wanna hop on in an hour and play some Valorant or anything like that? And so
Yeah, I
most of
gotcha.
my friends have kind of learned like I kind of
Like you'll message them if you want them there.
yeah,
Yeah.
and not that I don't want my friends there, but just sometimes
You just yeah.
yeah,
No.
sometimes I can only handle having my roommate in the call or something
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
mentally.
Yeah. No, I get that. I'll be in like a 6-person call and stream. I'll be like, and then also with chat, I'll be like, oh, this is too much, kind of, but I'm fine. I'm fine for this particular stream, but I can see myself getting way overwhelmed with on another day.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. You've been doing this for 2 years. Do you have like a way you balance like your personal life with streaming, or like have like a steady balance flow with it?
Yeah, I still am really bad with it. But the big thing was like I started setting a schedule for myself.
Hmm.
Um, and I wouldn't like so that I wouldn't stream more than 4 times a week because I used to try and stream like almost every day, and it burned me out really quickly. Um, and I've been learning how to like not feel guilty if I'm not feeling well or if I just don't want to stream on a night where I'm scheduled to stream. Because I used to feel like really guilty and be like, oh, but I'll make it up, blah, blah, blah. And then I realized that, like, not in like the nihilistic, like, nobody cares about my stream, but just like no one's gonna get mad at me if I skip a stream or if I'm not feeling well. I'm not gonna get DMs like, why aren't you streaming? Why the hell aren't you live? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And that, like, if they truly like are my friend or truly care about me as like a streamer that they watch, that they won't care if I need a break.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think that's a big thing, um like if you set like or say you're gonna stream and you have to cancel or something. I feel like everyone always thinks like, oh, everyone's gonna be mad at me because I said this thing, but usually, but from what I've seen, like no one really gets that like mad, or they're understanding, especially in the Twitch space, because I feel like people understand how easy it is for streamers to get burnt out now, especially because I feel like it's
Yeah.
been vocalized a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah, like I've had to take a lot of like especially in the past, I had struggled with my mental health a lot and like streaming was an escape, but then it would start to feel like a job.
Hmm.
So I've taken been a couple times where I've taken like almost month-long breaks because,
Yeah.
like I was switching jobs and traveling within like 2 weeks of each other. So it's like I just, I need to not worry about streaming, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. Or like when I was getting ready to move this past month, I wanted to spend a lot of time with my family and specifically with my younger brother. So it's like I'm not going to be online,
Yeah.
and I'm going to hang out with my brother, and I'm going to take him to lunch and play video games with him.
That's so valid. Yeah. Taking month-long breaks like that is always really nice and needed. I have not done that really. I haven't gotten to that, but yeah, streaming's draining. I completely like the like I'll take like sometimes I feel like I'll just take like a week off. Like, oh, I can't do this. It feels too much like a job right now. And I'm like I want to take streaming seriously, but like it's just not. It just overwhelms me, you know. So taking those
Yeah.
breaks is always really really important. But were there any content creators that inspired you to start streaming?
So Catliente was a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Madia Pop was also like someone big that I had looked up to, especially like my first VTuber that I ever watched. Um, there was a YouTuber back in like the OG Minecraft YouTuber days. His name's Munching Potato.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah. He like I loved him growing up, and I always wanted to be a YouTuber like him, but I was super shy back then, and I just did not I didn't even have like my computer in a quiet space, you know, like it was in the living room when I was
Yeah,
a kid literally up until COVID. My computer was not in my bedroom, so I could just never stream
that's crazy.
or record anything.
Yeah.
Um, and like Tommy Innit also
Oh,
was
yeah.
like a big streamer. I was like, oh my god, like I want to do that. You know, I want to play Minecraft and have people think I'm funny and make friends.
Yeah, yeah. I always get the Minecraft. The Minecrafters seem to be a popular answer. Like even old Minecrafters, like Munching Potato. Those are mine too. I don't know who, unfortunately, who Madia Pop is. I'll have to check them out. They seem.
She's a trans cat girl VTuber.
Oh, okay. Watch this. When I look her up, I'm gonna immediately like, oh, that's actually who. I actually do know that. I lied. If I
Yeah.
just don't realize it. But yeah, the content creators, I feel like I don't know. I think it also depends on who you're talking to. I feel like like people have different answers. Like I'll hear the Minecrafters a lot, and then I always hear about like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, and those were also huge inspirations for me too. Honestly, all of the
Yeah.
OG like or not Minecrafters, but the OG YouTubers, gaming YouTubers back in the day. I want to be them, but YouTube hard.
Yeah. Markiplier is also a big inspiration. Like a lot of people that I've watched have kind of been like phased in and out, but I have consistently been watching Mark since I was in like middle school.
Yeah, I always check in on Mark. I listen to his like I was really into like his three peens in a pod phase. Now once in a while I listen to Distractable, but I
Mm-hmm.
haven't been able to keep up with it as much,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate. But yeah. So we talked about streaming. A big part of streaming is video games. What is your favorite game of all time?
That's a good question. And yet, so yesterday it was asked of me, or a couple days ago, it was asked me like what was my favorite subject, like my favorite thing to talk about, and I did say Disney Dreamlight Valley, which is a favorite game of mine, but probably not my favorite of all time. If I had to say of all time, it would probably be like a draw between Horizon Zero Dawn and Minecraft.
Gotcha.
It's like Minecraft, like I've literally been playing since it released almost. And it's obviously been such a big part of my life, and it's just like, you know, like it's such a classic game, you know?
Yeah.
Like it really hasn't like Minecraft will probably live forever.
Minecraft's immortal at this point. Like,
Yeah.
especially with the way they're still adding updates for free, might I add, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think Minecraft's kind of set in stone to still, you know, be around for a good bit. Honestly, that's probably also my favorite game of all time. Now I'm thinking about it, because that's like the game I can really remember consistently playing throughout the years.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Horizon Zero Dawn, I think like it's a gorgeous game. Um it's such a cool concept, you know, like a post-apocalyptic world, but instead of it being like a wasteland with zombies, we just kind of revert back to like Viking days with robot dinosaurs.
oh
And
yeah,
that's I named my cat after the main character from that. It's, you know, it's a big part of my life.
gotcha. I unfortunately never seen Horizon Zero Dawn. It's one of those things. I was a big Minecraft and Nintendo kid growing up.
Ooh, yeah.
I didn't have any Xbox. I still don't really have an Xbox. I see my granddad plays the Xbox. I'm still a Nintendo kid, so you know. But yeah, is there a game that you enjoy that you enjoy but don't wouldn't play on stream?
So I really, really love Animal Crossing. I play it on my Switch all the time. However, it's definitely something that I watch like that I play while I'm watching TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I also, I know this is controversial in the Animal Crossing community, but I time travel a lot because I don't know. I feel like there's only so much you can do in one day, especially in like before you have the island terraforming kits.
Yeah.
So I time travel so that I can speed things up and get my orders in quicker and stuff. But I do really love it. But it's definitely like it's a super slow game if you don't
Yeah.
time travel.
Yeah.
Um,
That's why I kind of fell off of the new game because it just felt slow, like working up to get to that terraforming kit stuff. I was just like, eh. I have not
yeah,
gone back to it. So I never
like
actually completed it, which is kind of fake of me because one of my personas in a server was Tom Nook for the longest time. I was like, I never actually completed any games.
yeah, like Dreamlight Valley has like quests and stuff, so that gives you something to like do on
Yeah,
stream. But Animal Crossing really doesn't have any of that, so
yeah. Animal Crossing, you just basically walk around the island aimlessly and just talk. It's just a just chatting kind of feel. Kind of the same with
yeah,
Minecraft for me right now. Like I've been in my Minecraft phase, but every time I get on Minecraft, I don't know what to do, so I end up just walking around aimlessly
yeah.
and just blabbering on.
And I also used to like constantly forget to like even play Animal Crossing, so I got to the point where like my island was covered in
Oh
leaves.
yeah. Well, my island has not been touched in like maybe a year now, so I'm sure there's tons of stuff on there for me to take care of.
Yeah, but I recently upgraded to an OLED Switch, so my brain has been like, you have to play on the Switch because you
Mhm.
just spent so much money on it. You have to
You
play
have to
every
justify
day.
it. Yeah.
I have to justify it by playing Animal Crossing every single day.
I've been wanting to get a Switch. Right now I have Murph's Switch because I wanted to play the new Zelda game on my TV, and I just have the little light 'cause that was all I could afford at the time.
Hmm.
Um and I want to it's I want to get the OLED just because it's nice and big, and I'll actually have my own setup. Like I don't have to steal other people's setup.
Yeah, I have the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Switch
Ooh.
because it was that or the Splatoon one. And as cool as I think Splatoon is, I've never played it, so I was like, I'll get the Pokemon one.
Yeah, I haven't played Splatoon. I've been meaning to also play that. I have friends that play that and are like, you should play it. Have not played it. But yeah. Is there
It,
any content that you're looking to dive into that's different from the content you do now?
yes. So I'm currently like trying to move towards YouTube as a whole. Um, so that I can kind of like mainly so I can record things on my own time and not when
Mm-hmm.
I think people are awake. But also because so I can't cook. I do not know how to cook. I know how to bake. I don't know how to cook. And I'm like fully moved out and away from my parents. Because I used to live in a like on campus, but I was still super close to my family, so I could just go home whenever I wanted to eat.
Yeah.
But I don't have that now, so now I have to learn how to cook. So I want to start like a YouTube series. It's called Sugar Time, and I want it to be cooking and baking videos, kind of so I have a metric to use to see like how much I've learned, but also so that I actually do learn how to cook and not
Mm-hmm.
just like oh, I'll just get food from outside or I'll just make,
Yeah.
spaghetti again. And it's like, no, like you have to make the video, so you have to learn how to a recipe.
Yeah, yeah. Cooking is hard. I've always wanted to get into like learning how to cook stuff. Um, but like the places I've lived, I've always lived with people, and even though like yeah, I'm allowed to cook stuff, it's like it's not my kitchen. And it's like oh, if I leave the dishes there, like oh, they're gonna get mad at me. So I just don't ever really make food like that.
Yeah.
I want to learn though one day. One day when I get my own place, that's something I want to do. So I have to. So I feel more like I'm not a bother to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's so exciting. Are you um I'm gonna skip on the questions a little bit. Like you talked about like moving over to YouTube a little bit. Do you plan on staying on Twitch for a Twitch with all the recent stuff going on? Do you plan to maybe move to YouTube or Kick or just anything? Like, do you see yourself staying on the platform?
Definitely not Kick because I've seen the type of streamers that do go to that I can't talk I've seen a lot of the streamers that do go to Kick, and I've seen the moderation on it, and it's just not a safe place for like LGBT streamers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I won't even make an account. I might maybe make an account to like make sure no one grabs my username for whatever reason,
Yeah.
but I'll never do anything with it. Um, Even like one of my friends was like, "Hey, like I'm moving to Kick. What's your username if you still want to be a mod?" And I was like, "I love you so much, and I'll still help mod your Discord, but I will never use Kick. Like,
Yeah.
no offense to you, but it's just does not align with my personal morals.
Yeah.
And I, as a person, definitely would not be safe on there. So I'm just not even gonna bother." Um, with a lot of the changes now for Twitch, I don't agree with them, and I hope I don't get in trouble for saying that.
I've been talking a
Um,
lot of shit, so
I
but
don't,
if you go down,
yeah.
I go down with you.
I don't necessarily agree with them, but they also don't affect me personally.
Mm-hmm.
I don't rely on Twitch as my primary source of income. I don't do sponsorships
Mm-hmm.
or any of that. So while I will like support my friends that leave because of it, I also it's taken almost 3 years to build up what I have now, and I don't exactly want to just abandon it. So I am still gonna keep streaming, but also just because I've moved and I'm now like I live near like actual friends of mine and not not everyone's on the computer. Um, I definitely am gonna be streaming less and not necessarily sticking to a schedule, but more of like when I want to or when I have the energy to.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, with
Yeah.
Kick, I I see if my friends moving. I did make an account on Kick just to kind of learn, see what's up with the platform. Cause I was more just researching into it. I was like, with Twitch isn't going to last forever. It kind of seems like that every decision they make, it just seems like it's going downhill slowly, which is very upsetting. Like I was like, I'm just gonna look into the other platforms. Twitch does like, or Kick. Hang on, let me restart my brain here. I messed up. I need to complete restart now. Um, yeah, Kick Kick doesn't align with my morals at all. Like with a lot with the gambling and all of that. I don't think I do. I support anyone that goes over there because honestly, at the end of the day, it really does like it. I mean, it's whatever you want to do, and you don't have to agree with the morals of Kick necessarily to go over there. If it's like for if I
Yeah.
don't bash anyone that goes or moves.
Yeah, like I don't think any of my friends that moved to Kick did it because they're, homophobic or any
Yeah.
of the is or is or any of that. I don't think that being on a platform necessarily means that you agree with their morals.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah. I think also the people I've seen like moving over there are part of the LGBTQ community. Sorry, blah blah blah. Can't speak. Um, but and I think that is helpful for that community just because or for them just to make that push over there to hopefully make the changes that need to be made over on Kick.
Yeah.
I think that is a positive thing.
Yeah, like if I, if Kick improves their moderation and it does become kind of like a Twitch adjacent, I definitely consider moving. Um, but as of right now, Twitch isn't. I'm not doing anything that Twitch is going to shut down my channel for.
Yeah.
And until I build up a following on other platforms like YouTube, I probably won't switch. I may decrease how much I stream, and maybe if someone wants to subscribe, maybe just point them in the direction of my donate panel instead.
Yeah.
But
I got you. I got you. Yeah. I've been scared. I don't know. Did you see the things about the hype chat that Twitch is introducing?
yeah, they wanted to introduce it a lot earlier, and then they received a lot of backlash for it. So they kind of put it on pause. But because everyone was so, focused on the ad thing,
Yeah,
um, the sponsorship thing that they just put in, they kind of slipped that in.
yeah, yeah. I'm very worried about that because I'm worried with that they're going to end up banning donation links, which I probably won't really affect me that much, but I know for other streamers that will affect them. I
Yeah.
imagine when they start banning the donation links, there's probably going to be backlash with that too. I would hope. At least,
Yeah, if that happens, that will probably push me away from the site fully. Not because I rely on donations again, but just because that truly is like everything else you could, if you closed your eyes long enough, you could pass it off as like, oh, Twitch, they're just,
it's fine.
they think they're helping, but they're really not, and they're just kind of like bumbling old
No.
people that are trying their best, but they're learning. But if they do something like that, like fully remove and like ban links like that where all of the money would go to the streamer, it's definitely like okay, they're not,
They're not doing it in the interest of the streamer. They're doing it
yeah.
in the interest of money, which is Twitch's thing. Because Twitch does not make Amazon money, and Amazon's looking at that and being like, "You guys need to start making money," which is why they're making all of these changes.
Yeah, 100%. I think Amazon buying them definitely like was the start of the descent.
Yeah, yeah. I I've been talking about this a lot, but I think Amazon just needs to understand that they need to cut their losses with Twitch because the same thing happened with Google and YouTube. YouTube for the longest time was like in the red, but YouTube still or Google still kept it because YouTube still like having YouTube is a valuable thing. Obviously, I mean, if we didn't
Yeah.
have YouTube, we wouldn't be anywhere. So I think I think Amazon needs to understand that and just stop making the changes because the more Twitch makes these changes, I think it's going to drive people away from it.
Yeah, and Twitch isn't even like it's not like it was a failing company. It
Yeah,
just wasn't making, millions and billions of dollars, and that's okay. Not every business needs to do that.
yeah. Well, I think a lot. I think the main thing is because the servers that Twitch runs on to like keep everyone's stream working, it does cost a lot of money, especially like with how many viewers. Like if more viewers make more money, like 'cause they have to make sure it reaches that. And that's the same thing with YouTube. Yeah, like YouTube servers are so expensive to keep running at all times. So I imagine
Yeah.
that's like what they're looking at is the red cost for that more out of anything. But yeah, I don't know. I don't understand it all. But let's back to the content and stuff. Is there like a specific way you choose like how you do your content for the day? Like is it based on what's trending or just something that looks fun for the day?
Um if like there's a new game that has just come out that I've been interested in, I'll usually stream it because I know that like there will be some form of hype around it, especially like the big AAA games or like when The Last of Us got released on
Oh
PC.
yeah.
I tried to stream it, my computer couldn't handle it.
Oh,
It's okay. I actually just ordered a replacement graphics card, but so
nice.
hopefully I'll be able to play it one day. But there was a long time where I was like, oh, Valorant's like the thing that gets me a lot of viewers coming in, and like Genshin. Oh God, Genshin was a
Genshin.
huge thing, and it was what most people that followed me knew me for because I was a big whale on Genshin. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but it got to a point where I was like, man, like I don't like this game anymore, and I just keep streaming it, and I get super tired trying to read all these quests,
Oh yeah.
and I can't stop myself from spending money, and it's really bad. So I
Oh,
actually like I've completely uninstalled Genshin from my computer.
honestly, for the best. I need to do
Yeah,
that.
because in like 1 year, I spent almost $2,000 on Genshin.
Really.
Yeah, and I was all for that, just all of that just for me to like not even like the game anymore. Like it got to like it's not that I think the game got worse. I just like my hyperfixation like faded on
Wear
it.
it off. Yeah.
So I was like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah, Genshin has gotten
Yeah.
some of my money, and I have not touched it like within a month or two at least.
Yeah.
I keep trying to get into it, but reading all the I don't it's just a slow paced game. Like especially for streaming, because I used to stream it. It's just slow paced, like during the Archon quest. And I also feel like anyone that plays Genshin, because I only had recently started Genshin because my computer could not handle it. Like the laptop that I had could not handle it. So I was new to Genshin when I started streaming it, and just like it was just slow. It was too slow for stream for me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The other big one was I had gained a lot of followers because I was playing 5 Nights at Freddy's Security Breach
Oh, really?
for I think it was like a subathon goal where I'd play it.
Mhm.
Um and a lot of people started following me and being like, when are you playing it next? When are you playing it next? I was
Oh,
like,
I hate
I
that.
don't like playing horror games. I love watching horror movies and watching other people play horror games. I hate playing them myself.
Yeah.
Um, I tried playing Resident Evil 7 and I couldn't even get past like the first 5 minutes because I got so anxious just from like the ambiance of the
Wait, you're
first
just
house
like
that you go
me.
into. Yeah, I was just like, you know what? I can't do it. I like refunded the game.
Yeah, I am the same thing with horror games. Like if I hear even with movies, I can't like handle anything scary. Like I can kind of handle like Markiplier watching scary games, but that's about it. I don't know, I get unreasonably anxious like here like if even Resident Evil, which I think is more supposed to be like actiony than compared to like scary now, like I still get
Yeah.
so like I just get so scared and I'm like I don't want to do this. Like I've been playing Phasmophobia a lot. That's like the only one I can play, and even then when I'm the last one alive, I don't go much farther. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get a picture of your body. I'm sorry. This I want
Yep.
to get out of here.
I am the van bitch.
Yeah, I want to be. I try not to be because it's not that interesting in the van, but I'll keep running back to the van. You know, I have to grab the other equipment. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and they all know. Like Murph, the person I play with the most, he's like he knows. Like, oh, you're heading back out to the van. And they're like, yeah, don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah. But I decided to like stop caring about what other people thought or like what got me views. So that's why like I streamed Psychonauts 2. There isn't a lot of hype behind Psychonauts 2, but it's a game that I really love and enjoyed, so I played
Yeah.
it. And Dreamlight Valley I play all the time, and Dredge, which was a game I saw like Jacksepticeye play once, and I was like, oh, it's a fishing game. I love fishing games.
Yeah. Yep. I never could really get into Psychonauts. Like, I don't know why. I love watching you play it, but outside of that, I don't think it's the game for me.
I watched my dad play the first one when I was like really little, so I've
Gotcha.
always loved it. Um, and I watched Snapcube play the second one. And I was like, oh, she looks like she's having so much fun. I should get this game and play it. 'Cause I really love like psychology and stuff, and the
Hmm.
whole game is psychology and personifying mental health and mental illnesses. So I've
Yeah.
always thought it was like such a cool concept.
Yeah, and it's definitely a cool concept. Maybe I might need to give it a chance because maybe I will like it. I think a lot that drives me away from it a little bit is just the art style, and that's my I don't know. I need to get over my art
Yeah,
style thing. It's a big problem.
the voice actor for the main character is also the same person that voice acted Zim from Invader Zim,
Oh,
which is like
really?
another big draw. And the voice actor for Gur plays a character in it.
Oh, that is cool. I didn't know that at all.
So that made it like I already loved the game, but being able to hear Zim for everything made it like 10 times more enjoyable.
Oh, I'm sure, I'm sure. Yeah. But so with streaming, what are some opportunities and challenges you face throughout the years?
So opportunities. I've been in several Valorant tournaments. All the stuff that I've done with Gamers Feud is definitely because I started streaming as well.
Yeah.
I've won a couple awards through Gamers Feud. I was voted best LGBT streamer,
Let's
and
go.
the I got an award for having a caffeine addiction.
Yeah.
Um,
So, do you still? Yeah, I guess do you drink energy drinks in replacement of the coffee now?
yes, I drink a lot of Monster.
Sheesh. I can't do it. Monster
I
has too much.
I used to drink 3 Monsters a day
Oh my
when I
goodness.
was in college. I haven't had any in like I mean I have had caffeine because soda, but
Yeah.
I haven't had an energy drink in like I think a month.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I only
But
drink
I should get one.
energy
I miss it.
drinks. I only drink energy drinks like once in a while. I do. The only like I haven't really tried much of like the monsters or anything. I know the one I do like is like the purple, the grape one, and that's in
Hmm.
the purple can. I love that one.
I like the Pipeline Punch is really good.
Oh, I've had that one too. Yeah, that
The
one's good.
watermelon one is also really really good, and the peach one.
Those both sound good. Next time I get an energy drink, I'll try it.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, I interrupted you. You talking about your opportunities and challenges?
Oh, you're good. Um, Opportunities. I mean, opportunities. I've made a lot of friends as well.
Yeah.
Like one of my mods, Aqualeader Matt. I actually met him in Catliente's chat and followed him because I thought he was pretty cool talking to him.
Oh, really?
Um, and he was the first streamer friend I made, and I still talk to him to this day, pretty
Oh, that's
frequent,
so
like almost
hype.
every day. He sends me some TikTok link or I send him something.
Yeah.
Um, Challenges. I've definitely had a lot of like weird parasocial people.
Mhm.
Um, when I first started streaming, um, I met this streamer whose name is Fuzzy. She's basically my internet mom, and I love her
Mhm.
to death. Um, but a viewer of hers, and this is obviously not her fault
Yeah.
at all, but a viewer of hers because she had rated me, started watching my streams,
Mhm.
and he was just like, and like I'm a firm believer that like if you've had maybe like a rough day, if you're not just like using it to bring other people down, like if you genuinely like, man, like today kind of sucked, if you are like asking, can be like, can I talk about it a little bit, just to, like get it out, I'm fine with that, especially in my chat.
Mhm.
But it got to the point where like every time he was in stream, it was him talking about like a really rough family life or really bad mental health, and I was like, this is like some really deep stuff that I don't think you should be saying to a stranger on the internet.
Especially like openly in someone's chat for anyone to see.
Yeah, I was like, not that like I don't care, but I just don't think that it's like a safe thing for you to do.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where, and I remember this so very specifically, and it's why I don't play this game. I could have said this one for a game that I won't play on stream either. Life is Strange.
Oh, I love Life
The
is
first one,
Strange.
it's
Oh,
such a good game. However, the character Kate,
yes.
she has some
Yeah, I'm aware.
unaliving ideation.
Yeah.
Um, this I was playing this game, and this person had come into my chat and started going on and on about how they wanted to do that to themselves.
Oh, that's a big no-no. That's
And
like,
it was I asked, was like, hey, like that's something that you should call somebody, you should go get professional help, like there's nothing I can do, I don't know you.
yeah.
And they got very upset.
You're not meant to be a therapist. You're meant to be there
Yeah,
for entertaining. You're not qualified. This is not,
yeah. Like I
yeah.
absolutely encourage people coming in if they've had a bad day and using my stream as like a place to unwind
Mm-hmm.
and relax and almost like take cover from the bad day. I absolutely don't encourage any of that stuff though, of like talking about plans or any of that. And it was very scary um to see in my chat. So like I like ended stream for that, and it got to the point where They were being very aggressive to me. They donated to my internet mom Fuzzy with like her legal name,
Oh, that's
and yeah, like legal like
like doxing them.
pre-transition name.
Oh.
Yeah, because they had donated and decided to go look into the information on PayPal and look at Fuzzy's real name. And it was just like it was a very scary and weird thing. And I got to the point where I had to ban them, and they made fake like second accounts
Oh
to
yeah.
follow me and try to say things on. And it's actually still in my unban request because I don't even want to deny it because it tells someone
Oh,
if
does
their
it
unban
tell?
request has been denied. Yeah.
Oopsies.
And I don't even want to remind him that I exist.
That's so fair. Y-
But yeah, I've had a lot of I've had like I've had a couple people sewer slide bait
Yeah.
in my chat, in my DMs. I've had someone do it in my Discord server and like at everybody, being like, "This is my last message online," and
Yeah,
then
that's
them showing up two
gross.
days later, like completely fine and like not even knowing what I'm talking about, being like, "No, I'm fine." Like, I would never do that, and I'm like, "Okay, well, you just try to tell 100 people that you are gonna do it."
Yeah, that's so
So
gross.
yeah,
That's yucky. I I'll say something. No, I've never had something that extreme. Luckily, thank goodness. Um, I know like I've gotten like where I've gotten like a mini hate raid, and then like they found my Instagram I use for stream and said something I cannot say on Twitch, and I'm like,
oh
yeah, and they raided my Discord posting images of similar topics, and I'm like, man, you guys like it's just rough. It's rough out there. Like, I don't even know what to really say. Like, if you have any thoughts like that, like go see a therapist. Go outside.
yeah,
You
I've
know.
actually put it in my rules on my Discord's channel of like my like my
Yeah.
first concern is the safety of everybody. If please do not post things like that. Like I don't have a vent channel. I'm a very firm
Yeah.
believer that Discord servers, at least like public Discord servers, like a Twitch streamer's Discord
Yeah.
server, should not have a vent
Me too.
channel. If you're gonna have a server with like some friends, that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think that bigger servers like that should have it because it just turns toxic. It gets really bad and it's a
Yeah.
dark place to look at.
Yeah. That's what.
Um
Sorry.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you're good.
Um. Yeah. That's a big thing why I don't have one either. I think that it can get messy real fast, and I'm always like how do you moderate, like I don't want my moderators to have to like look at that channel if they don't want to and see it triggering things. Like I don't want anything like that to be touched.
Yeah.
That's not something I want to, like, yeah, with friends, like if my admins wanted to, like they can talk about whatever in the admin chat. They're friends, but
Yeah.
random people on the internet being able to talk about whatever in a vent channel is not if like it no likey me no likey.
Yeah. It's also why I don't have like an 18 plus channel
Yeah, that's also
because
weird to
even
have that.
though Discord, yeah, even though like Discord will check your age, it will still show up for mods and I used to have mods that were minors.
Yeah.
Um so I was like I don't want them to see that. My brother used to be a mod for me. I didn't want him to see that stuff. Um
Yeah.
my mod team is all adults now. I went to my friend who's a minor, who's my mod, and been like, "Hey, this is not like a reflection on our friendship, but I am gonna take away mod from you just because I think it's a lot of pressure for you to have as a kid,
Yeah.
and I don't want to put that kind of responsibility on you when you should just have to worry about being a kid and enjoying your
That's
life
so
and not having
valid.
to worry about some creep in my chat, you know."
Yeah.
So it's like I'm
That's
taking away mod, but you're still gonna have VIP.
yeah. Yeah, I get that. I see a lot of like moderators will be under. I'm not gonna lie, I have Kiwan over here who's like barely an adult, and I'm like, oh, maybe not. He's also, I feel like he's been on the internet though, where he's seen probably too much already.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, a lot of bigger YouTubers too, I feel like have like younger mods, especially the streamers that are younger too. Like
Yeah,
have mods that
definitely.
are like underage that has to deal with that. So moderators are very pog. I'm grateful for all they do.
Yeah.
They go through so much sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what advice do you have to people that want to get into streaming? We kind of already talked about hiding viewers, hiding your
Definitely hide your
numbers.
viewer count. I think the big thing is learn how to talk to an empty chat. Because
Yeah.
especially in the beginning, you're not gonna have, maybe, if your friends watch you, if you have friends that are willing to watch you, they'll talk to you in your chat. But if you don't, it's gonna get really demoralizing if you're just sitting there playing games in silence with an empty chat.
Yeah.
And people that click in won't want to stay because you're not talking. That was a big thing. I just learned how to just ADHD ramble.
Yeah, that's what I've started doing too. Sometimes I still fall into that, like just being silent with it, with if there's just a bunch of lurkers in my chat for the day, and I'll be like, "Why am I being quiet? I don't want to be
Yeah.
quiet."
There are some times where, like, I used to do kind of like almost ASMR streams, but it would just be, I would have like lo-fi music on in the background, and it would just be Minecraft gameplay.
That sounds like a good vibe.
And I would talk sometimes if someone was in chat, but I specifically put just like no mic or like chill vibes, and it was just like nice building and all that stuff. Um,
Yeah.
Other advice. I don't think everyone needs a super good camera or super high tech like
Yeah.
computers. I think if your computer isn't going to burst into flames trying to play Minecraft and stream it the first time, then you're pretty good. I do think the first thing a person should invest in is a good mic,
Yes.
because camera quality can be, looked past, but mic quality, you have to listen to that. So like if it's super crunchy, or there's a lot of static in the background, it's going to be really hard to listen to. So I think that that's the first thing someone should invest in. And a good mic doesn't have to be expensive.
Yeah.
Like my first mic was like $30 off of Amazon, and it was really well, and it served me up until my mom gave me a Yeti because she had gotten a new mic. And it's the only reason that I have a Blue Yeti, is because my mom got a new one and gave it to me. Like the other one was
Nice.
working perfectly fine. I probably would still use it to this day.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I was using um like for the first thing I invested in was a mic. I decided just to get a really expensive one, like the one that everyone uses, the HyperX Quadcast. I
Yep.
got that mic now, and because before I was using my headphone mic, and once in a while, like if I adjusted my mic a certain way, it'd do the loudest like crunch, like ear blasting crunch, and I was like, I don't want that. That's not what I'm trying
Yeah.
to do.
I used to use my headset too until one time a friend was like, I can hear you drinking water. And I was like, ooh, maybe I should get a standalone mic.
Yeah.
Because I don't want anyone to be able to hear me swallow water. That's not comfy for anyone.
Yeah.
What other advice do I have? Oh, I think so. This is something that I have to kind of relearn every time I take a hiatus, but especially when you start streaming, unless you are a super like extroverted person that loves to talk for hours and hours and hours on end, you're not gonna be able to do, 4, 5, 6, 7 hour streams. Like it's okay if you're, when you're starting out, if your streams are only an hour and a half long. Like I
Yeah.
don't have the stamina right now to do streams for more than an hour because I've been gone for basically a month, and that's like totally fine.
Hmm.
I also have to relearn, or like basically retrain my vocal cords to survive talking for like 3 hours straight. Um,
Yeah.
because like even right now, after being on stream yesterday for 8 hours, and then this, like my throat hurts a little just
Oh.
because I haven't had to talk this for this long in such a long time.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming on to talk and with for so long. I do.
Yeah, of course. I also think my room is really cold when I sleep, so I think that's also part of the problem.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna look in Twitch chat and see if they have any questions for you, because those were the end of my questions. Let me bring back up chat. Chat, what have you been saying? Candy looking alert, alert. Kiki is asking how are you doing right now?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm a little hungry.
That's valid.
I took Liv for lunch today. Like we ate at like 11:30.
Gotcha. What did you have?
Um, we went to Panda Express, so I had an orange chicken and fried rice.
Solid. I had Panda Express not that long ago. Honestly, the Panda Express here is not that good. I think it also just depends what you get. I don't think I got like good food when I went.
Yeah.
I should have just got the orange chicken, but I was like, I want to try this thing and this thing. And so, yeah, it sounds good. I'm a little bit hungry too, even though I ate not that long ago. Is there any other questions? Murph is freaking out that I'm looking at chat. Is there anything else, chat? See. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give them a minute. Panda Express W. I have never had Panda Express. Honestly, it might be for the best. Sometimes, depending
Yeah.
on how your Panda Express is in the area. How angry are you that Candy copied your hair? I
It's
didn't
not copy, it's love.
Yeah.
I did used to have pink hair, and then
Oh.
I gave myself pink hair with like darker pink, blue, and purple bangs.
Ooh, that sounds interesting. I have to look to see if I can find it.
I have a TikTok that I made of like all of my basically like all the different models I've had, so I can send you the link for that.
Bet I'd love to see your old models. But also I just want to say I did not copy anyone's hair. I tried my best to make myself original. Please.
No, there's no copying. We're
Yeah,
so alike, and
yeah.
we're so just like our souls are so connected.
Yeah, we're actually so in love platonically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kiki's asking how did you feel yesterday after the show?
So I didn't win.
Yeah.
I got down to the final two people, and the final round is basically like both of them got 2.5 minutes alone in the call with me to basically like it was like, oh, they each got like a date with me, you know? So both of them were really nice, but the person that I chose, Sky Guy, um, he spoke to my like morals because I had been talking earlier on the show about how I want to open a foster home. And he was talking about how he does something similar with the coffee truck that he owns, so I picked him. And I was like so sure that he had picked Flame, and he didn't, and I lost. So I was like not actually upset, but I was like, I was so sure, and like I just couldn't believe it. And the other person that was like so super nice had picked Flame, and I was like, oh, it was like such a hard decision for me to make.
Oh. If only I was in there. I'm just kidding.
It was actually like the last four people, one of them, I like really hoped that he had gotten to the last two because like it honestly wouldn't have mattered who like he was up against. I would have picked him.
Really? Is that Aiden?
Yeah.
Because I think I
Yeah,
think I remember hearing
maybe.
Aiden got in the last four. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, because I think that's what Napo says. Like Aiden got eliminated, and I was like, oh, okay. So
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered who he went against. I would have picked him. But
Yeah.
he actually got voted out by another contestant. So
Oh, this is so sad.
I was so sad.
Yeah. It's okay. Next time, you'll get him next time. Me and you will do another show. Just we'll end up.
We'll start our own.
Yeah. We'll rig it. Kiwon says, so like Candy keeps calling me a femboy and like, is this fact or cap? You don't know Kiwon this
I
well.
don't know Q1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree with Candy though.
Thank you. Yes. I don't even know this bit. This did not start as my bit, and someone else started the bit, and now everyone is just in agreement. Kiwon just goes, bruh. Sorry, Kiwon. Listen, if SugarRush says it, it must be true.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm a guardian angel. I see all.
Yes. Beef and Drawer asks, is it true though? And I don't know what that was in reference to. So, it's just, is it true to anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll say it's true.
Yes.
Even though I don't know what it is.
Yes.
Maybe about the femboy thing.
It could be. I would like to believe that's what it's about. Oh, yes, it was! It was actually about that too! We won. It is true. True. Alright, final questions. I'll do one more call for questions before we let the lovely SugarRush go. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure Discord noise suppression blocks it out. But I've been taking little drinks of my water bottle throughout. I feel like Twitch chat can hear it.
I haven't been able to hear it.
Yeah, it's good. I'll just pretend like Twitch chat was never able to hear it. It's not a serious question, Murph. Murph's asking a question about Kiwon being interviewed. Kiwon doesn't stream. He's not allowed. Teehee. Okay, I think that's probably all the questions then. I'm closing question time. Questions are finished, chat. If you missed your opportunity, you done did messed up. I'm closing you again for a little bit. But thank you so much for coming on, SugarRush. I really enjoy it. Is there anything you enjoyed this? Is there anything you want to shout out?
Yes. It's not my stuff, if that's okay.
That's fine. Just whatever you want.
My friend, and I'll pull up your stream so I can put it in chat. My friend has a band that's called Therapy for Cheap. And they have a song out right now, and it would just be like, it would mean the world to me if y'all could like follow them, or like listen to the song, or just anything, interact with them in any way, because literally like my only friend from San Antonio is the lead singer on it, and he's just amazing, and he's one of my best friends.
Yes, I will check them out. I'll check them out after stream. Chat, be sure to check them out, and also check out SugarRush on their Twitch and everything else that they're on. Please.
Yes. All of my socials are SugarRushTTV, so it should be pretty easy to find me on anything you want.
Yes. Alright. I hope you have a good, wonderful rest of your day, SugarRush.
Thank you.
Yes.
And thank you so much for having me on. This has been an honor.
Yes. I'm happy.
My first podcast.
Oh my goodness. I was the first. Yeah. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.